So I would like to table, Chair.
The letters, could I just confirm, Chair, the letters were addressed to who?
The first letter is addressed to Hon, the Principal Secretary, Minister of Transport, Infrastructure, Transcom House, Ngong Road. That's the first one from GMR. The second letter is addressed to the Chief Executive Officer, Kenya Airports Authority, and they even say it was hand-delivered. The second letter was actually to the Managing Director, Kenya Airports Authority in Nairobi, Kenya, and all these documents were received and stamped by your office.
So can I just respond, Chair? First, we have been talking about...
Chair, I have not finished through you before he responds. Please let me interrupt.
Responding to your earlier question, I say
no. Let me just finish this.
But we would still want to see your document.
Here you go.
Yes. Chair, on those documents, you know, when you table a document, it's my right to respond to those documents. So before you proceed, can I respond?
But you look at them, what are you answering? You've not even seen them.
You have read. That's why I have asked you.
John, I haven't read the details.
I have asked you.
Yes.
Who are they addressed to? Chairman, can I go ahead and respond? Chair, we have been talking about the law here. PIP process is a process. You address the proposal to the authority. If you write to President Ruto, that cannot be a PIP proposal. It cannot go anywhere. So the first letter was addressed...
Yes, when I respond.
The first letter, I'm just giving...
Yes, he is wasting our time.
You are not going to maybe allow the CS.
There's nothing we are discussing, John.
Please, let's respect each other. Allow the CS to... If you ask me a question, I have come here, this is a matter of national importance, for heaven's sake. Let us be the reason...
Yes, the reason why I am reacting to you the way I am is because you've not even seen...
I have not come here...
You're busy responsible.
I have come here...
These things you can't gatekeep anymore. Gatekeeping. We must deal with this issue nationally. It's a national important here.
Supply information. Wait for the information. If you don't need it, Kenyans need it.
Proceed.
Order, Senator Onyonka. Kenyans need the information. And I'm giving it to you.
Chair, honorable CS, now you are heckling. You are out of order.
You're equally heckling me.
This is the tradition of ODM to heckle.
You are out of order. Chair,
you can allow monopoly members to ask questions. Can you also ask?
No, this is a point of order. This is a point of order on the Yes. Honorable Chair, the CS must learn to respect the Parliament. Even when he was in this house, members of the executive never used to speak to you the way you are speaking to us. We defer to you because you are a former colleague, but you cannot behave the way that you are behaving. Honorable Chair, just a minute. Honorable Chair,
yes.
If the CS is tired of answering questions by the representatives of the people, let him tell us. Let him tell us. He can walk out and come back on a day that he feels his temperament is something that is befitting of a cabinet secretary of the Republic of Kenya. This is Parliament. We are not here to be nice to each other. You are saying you are giving answers to the public. Those public don't ask you those questions anymore. They ask us. We are the ones elected by the public. So, Honorable Chair, I think the CS must apologize for throwing a tantrum here. Yet we are here on serious business to be able to find answers to the questions of the public.
To be fair to the CS, because he came here to give his answers, and everybody...
Chair, it's not a favor. Let him not behave like it's a favor for CS to appear before cabinet.
If we avoid unnecessary interjections and give each other time, I believe we are going to complete this issue with clarity.
I have not even finished my time. I didn't even do
I had given him an opportunity to answer that issue and these letters that you have provided.
Chair, with a lot of respect, please allow me. I would like you
you're not even giving me an opportunity to say anything.
I am.
And as I said the other day, let's not just interject on every syllable of every word that somebody says. Let's listen to the CS, give him time, we listen to you with your questions, so proceed with your questions.
Absolutely.
And allow
Chair, that's what I'm asking. Allow me. I've tabled the documents. Listen to me. I ask him 3-4 questions, then he can answer my questions.
Ask.
Thank you, sir.
You have the floor now.
When you did CS, and again I want to ask your friend who is, when you did CS, and again I want to ask your friend who is, when you did CS, and again I want to ask your friend who is, when you did CS, and again I want to ask your friend who is, when you did CS, and again I want to ask your friend who is, when you did CS, and again I want to ask your friend who is, when you did CS, and again I want to ask your friend who is, when you did CS, and again I want to ask your friend who is, when you did CS, and again I want to ask your friend who is, when you did CS, and again I want to ask your friend who is, when you did CS, and again I want to ask your friend who is, when you did CS, and again I want to ask your friend who is, when you did CS, and again I want to ask your friend who is, when you did CS, and again I want to ask your friend who is, when you did CS, and again I want to ask your friend who is, when you did CS, and again I want to ask your friend who is, when you did CS, and again I want to ask your friend who is, when you did CS, and again I want to ask your friend who is, when you did CS, and again I want to DG, there was a section when Honorable Sifuna was expressing the matrix under which when you are doing the evaluation. Do you remember the section where we are talking about whether this company has been involved in corruption, whether it has been taken to court? You've seen that? Did you find out what the historical record of Adani is? That will be a question to you. And then, Chair, my last question that I will ask will be to the CS. So please, CS, I want to, or you can also answer if you're comfortable. So the last question I want to ask out of the list of my questions, if you look at the section where you are actually again interrogating the issue of due diligence, I have information that if you look at who the ownership of Adani is, you actually cannot know who the owners are. All right, there's information that the Sultanate of Abu Dhabi has got shareholdings to Adani, and there is also the issue that the Indian Prime Minister Honorable Modi actually controls 58% of the Adani empire. Do you have any such information or not? And then conclusively, I wanted to ask my last question, Chair. I hope somebody is jotting down those questions. There is an amount of money that the government of Kenya, when you were sitting and discussing under the IPP agreement, that $48 million will be given to the government. Explain to us how you arrived at that figure. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Chair.
Gracias. Thank you, Chair. First, Chair, let me be very clear that I am not in any way treating the Senate with a condescending attitude. I am very respectful to the Senate. I know that you have a constitutional mandate to hold the government to account, including my office. And the only concern that I have is, Chair, when I started, when the Honorable Senator Sifuna started, I asked whether I should just wait, he finishes his questions and I respond. And I was told no, I could continuously respond as matters come by. Now when it comes to Senator Onyonka, it changed, and I didn't know at what point it actually changed. And so I thought I should address the issue that was raised to me. Now, Chair, in terms of due diligence, I want to again repeat, there are two levels of due diligence. The first one is high level, where you just look at a few indicators, and that is the indicators that were shown. We are at the phase of a detailed due diligence process. If we could just allow the process to be concluded, then some of the questions that we have would perfectly be answered. And again, Chair, I want to just address the issue of Senator Onyonka. I don't think those letters you write to us were copied too.